Hello everyone, Papa Wolf here from Compound W Canine Rescue. You're getting ready to watch our very first episode of Unshaven and Unshowered with a special guest. Now, there were some technical difficulties with the volume of the guest and also interpreting. So thankfully, due to my international security background, I actually used an in-ear amplifier and translator just to make it easier. So we did a little bit of ask and answer type interview. You'll see why the translator and amplifier was needed shortly. Thank you for watching. Hello, Compound W Canine Rescue fans and Unshaven and Unshowered fans. Welcome to our first episode with a special guest. We'll get to them in just a moment. But this is truly an unshaven episode. Haven't shaved in 2 weeks. Just got my stitches out from having hand surgery. So we'll be shaving as soon as this episode is filmed. Today we do have a very special guest, almost mythical in nature, somewhat seen as an anomaly or phenomena, if you will, known as the rescue troll. Now, not many people see these folks out in person. They're typically just online. Now, we have met one that agreed to come onto the show. We couldn't be happier. Thought we'd give them an opportunity to explain the passion and drive behind being a rescue troll. So, if you will, please welcome to the show Cindy, our rescue troll. Cindy, welcome to the show. It's nice to have you here too. So, what would you say is the biggest motivation behind being a rescue troll? Is it past experience with animal care, or maybe worked at a shelter or veterinarian, anything like that? No, nothing like that? Okay. Okay. Well, many of you folks, like me, have done something just to have something to do. But what would you say motivates you to, if you will, attack a person that has saved a dog or adopted a dog or fostered a dog, or really anyone that's actually out there doing rescue work? What's the motivation to get, like the toll groups together to campaign against them and fill up their pages with nonsense? What would you say is the motivation behind that? How many of us have not done something because we just didn't like somebody? That's a good answer. Wait, that's an answer, so thank you. Now, is there any particular network? I mean, how do trolls communicate amongst each other? Do you have meetings where you get together and you review which rescues have pulled from which county shelters, or perhaps done something in your eyes that you deem that you could have done better? How is it that you go about getting everybody on board with an idea like that? No meetings in person. Okay. So, how do you know that amongst a group of trolls you don't have somebody trolling you as well? It's something we never thought would happen either. Now, recently, one of our own rescues, a starving dog, emaciated. Starving is not the right word. Emaciation is the right word. In a kill shelter, not going to be adopted by somebody, not going to be pulled by a family looking for a cute family pet. When we or any other organization that actually does rescue work, how do you determine that you're going to jump on board with a particular troll campaign against that person? Okay. No rhyme or reason. Okay. Is it because you honestly feel like you could make a better decision than the rescue has made, or perhaps do a better job than any particular foster or adopter could do? No. No, I get that. I get that. Makes complete sense. Never mind. No, I'm sorry. I just had something on my teeth. So it's just kind of, is it, it sounds kind of cliquey. Did you go to high school? No. Okay. Did you see the movie Mean Girls? You saw the movie Mean Girls. Okay. Well, in that movie Mean Girls, did you identify the cliques and the groups in that movie? Remember the plastics and the... Yeah. Oh, okay, the plastics were your favorite. Okay. Gotcha. Well, Cindy, this is very enlightening. But I'm still having a hard time understanding how in the world your groups have so much time to make ridiculous and unfounded and outlandish and downright untruths, comments, and lots of them. How do you pull that off? You yourself don't ever leave the house. Okay. Is that because in your area trolls are frowned upon, or is it an ethnic or a, what? Yeah, I mean, is it? Do you think it's a racist thing, or? That would make it difficult to go out. So all of your neighbors have restraining orders against you, and since you live within 500 feet of all your neighbors, you really have. So how do you get groceries? Oh, okay. That does make sense when you have 6 or 7 people living with you. Okay, all right. Well, now there has been kind of a question that's been on my mind for a while, and that is, now I know the area you're from, and it's kind of a small town area, but in your experience, are all trolls from the same socio or economic, what does that mean? Okay, would you say that all trolls have the same income and live in the same manner that you do, type of house, etc.? No. Really? That is quite interesting. Trolls from all... Okay, so now, to use my words, that would be trolls from all socio and economic levels. Okay, I can... No, there was no offense intended. I am not intentionally using big words. We can stick with words like mean and goad. Yeah. No. No. We're happy to have you on the show. Happy to have you on the show. I'm glad you asked. We got into rescue for one reason, to help save dogs. Dogs that were starving, dogs that were emaciated, dogs that would not get adopted, dogs that would get killed, not for money, not for recognition, no other reason than to help the dogs. Why does there have to be an ulterior motive? No, that's true. There is no money in rescue. Now, that is a very legitimate question. Why do people sell puppies that are in rescue? And sometimes purebred puppies. I'm glad you brought that up. There are rescues that have hearts big enough to take in unwanted pregnant dogs and then care for those puppies, vet those puppies. No, that's not a military term. You take them to the doctor where the animals go and get shots and vaccinations. Vaccinations would be like the rabies tag. And have you heard of parvo? No, it's not like pup at all. It's a dog disease, yes. But that's what you get vaccinations for. Maybe you've heard of kennel cough. You have heard of kennel, okay. So those rescues take in those puppies. And let's say they have a litter of 6 or 7 puppies and they're caring for the mother dog. They care for that mother and they care for that puppy. They take care of all the medical expenses for the mother and for the puppies. They weed through applications of people hungry to get their hands on a puppy. And then they charge a minimal adoption fee that will come nowhere close to covering the cost of medical for any one of those particular puppies, or even for the mother, for even 1 month. And sometimes they have them for several months. No, I'm not kidding. It's not a profit thing. Another excellent question. It does appear that some rescues might be also breeding dogs because they advertise purebred puppies. Folks, this is something I am actually intimately familiar with. Some unreputable breeders. Now, I want to make sure that that is clear. Unreputable breeders. Because there are a lot of good breeders. We know a lot of them. We're happy to work with them. There have been breeders that have saved many rescue dogs' lives and puppies' lives by providing a nursing mother to care for pups that have lost a mother due to getting hit by a car or due to death during birth. So breeders get an unnecessarily bad rap from a lot of rescue groups. There are some very legitimate, excellent breeders with hearts as big as anybody in rescue. So back to your purebred question there, Cindy. One particular rescue that I know of was recently in a veterinarian's office where an unreputable breeder was at with an entire litter of puppies and the mother, and was going to have them all put down. No. You've heard of euthanizing? No. Well, it's killing. It put them to sleep. It kills the dog. They choose to kill the dog. Yes, even the puppies. The breeder was choosing to kill the puppies. Now, the reason why this particular breeder was choosing to kill these puppies is because their color was slightly not right. And so a rescue happened to be there at the veterinarian's office. They heard what was happening and offered to take all of them, so that they would not be killed. Now, typically I have a problem when a rescue pulls an entire litter of puppies. It's usually to try and make a profit. Sometimes that's the case, and that is with an unreputable rescue. We try to surround ourselves, and we pretty much are surrounded by quality, reputable rescues. So, to answer the purebred question, that is how a rescue may possibly be able to advertise a purebred puppy for sale. Do you have any other questions for me, Cindy? How am I? That's kind of funny. You did actually call me an old man on Facebook, didn't you? Yeah, I'm 48, and I'll be 49 in February. Yeah, it takes me a moment sometimes. I have a TBI. No, you don't get that from kissing anybody. A TBI is a traumatic brain injury. Yeah, it's such a thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, based on your arrest record that we found on in public records, you're actually several years older than I am. So would you still consider me an old man? Oh, I got you. Yeah, no. Who hasn't called somebody with gray hair an old man? I get it. This little kid down the street did it years ago. No, I got it. Well, Cindy, I want to thank you for coming to the show. And what's that? Yes, my chair is slightly nicer than yours. I'm the host of the show. You're the guest. I picked the chairs. I'm sorry. I thought that one fit you just fine. And it does complement the color of your hair. This chair would have done you no justice at all. Okay. Well, thank you again for coming on the show. Bear with me just a moment if you don't mind. And since you're actually scared of dogs and have zero experience with them, never worked in a rescue, never worked in a shelter, never volunteered, never petted a dog, never interacted with a dog just for the heck of it to increase their quality of life, we'd be happy to supervise your exit from the building so that you're not perhaps eaten. So just bear with me just a moment. Yeah, if you don't mind, let me yeah. No, it does smell just a little bit. It's okay though. So folks, I appreciate you sticking with us for our first episode with a guest and an interesting one, excuse me, that's the TBI kicking in, an interesting one at that. Personally, I may never be the same. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was enlightening. And for any of you out there that may be watching this and you're thinking about getting into rescue, you get into rescue of any type of animal for one reason. It's not money. It's not recognition. It's for the animal. That is the only reason. And if you happen to be watching this and you're a rescue, and you got into it because you thought you might make a profit, get out now. Find homes for the animals you have, quit pulling any more from shelters, and just get out of rescue. There is no profit. And that, folks, is the end of our show. And again, I want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Unshaven and Unshowered. Peace, love, and happiness from Papa Wolf. Until next time, thank you for watching. Hang tight just a second and we will escort you out the building. I know you are surrounded by dogs at the moment. Just hang tight. As soon as they quit filming, we'll walk you out. It's okay. No, I had something on my teeth. Sorry. Are we still rolling? Oh shit, we are? Sorry, Cindy, if that offended you. I didn't realize we were still rolling. Bye, everybody. Peace, love, and happiness. Worst things could be happening, right? See ya. No, you can't say goodbye. you.